friends, welcome back to Sherry's Simple Living. Today I have a weight loss update for you guys. It's been 6 weeks and I've lost 36 pounds. So that's exactly 6 pounds a week, which makes me pretty happy. And we'll see where we go from there. I'm trying to be as strict as possible, and I will say that the cravings for sugar for the most part are gone, but they have come back a couple times and I've been like, that's when I just have to make a keto sweet. And so I'm trying not to have keto sweets all the time, even though it's sugar free. It's still artificial sweetener and maybe not the best thing for me. So I'm trying to only have the keto sweets when I really have a craving. But I do like having my coffee syrup still, the Torani sugar-free. But that's like the only sweet treat I get is coffee every day. Anyways, so today I'm gonna make some egg bites. Let me show you what I got. So I've made egg bites in the Instapot with the silicone cups, and they were good, but they didn't taste like the ones at Starbucks, and I know that it's not going to be perfect like Starbucks, and I do like the Starbucks ones. They're not as low carb as I wish they were because they add potato starch to them. So if you look at the ingredients, they do like 2 egg bites is 9 carbs, where the ones we're gonna make at home, 2 egg bites are probably only gonna be 1 or 2 carbs. I got an egg bite maker, guys. Look, it makes 4 egg bites, and it's tiny, but they're the size of like the little ones you get from Starbucks. Let me move it in. And it's made by Dash, who makes the little chaffle maker, which I have. But I just thought I would show it to you guys. It also comes with, and this isn't a sponsored video, I just bought it off Amazon. It also comes with a bigger cup that fits there, so you can make a sandwich size if you want to make a breakfast sandwich. So we're going to test it out today. It basically, you add water right in here, and so it steams them like a sous vide. And that's how the Starbucks ones are, and they're really good. The bacon and Gruyere ones, I mean, they're great from Starbucks, but we are gonna make bacon and cheddar because I don't have any Gruyere right at the moment, and I'm not going to the store to get any. The trick is that you add cottage cheese and you blend it in a blender and then add your stuff. So first we'll get started with the bacon and stuff. But I wanted to give you an update on the weight loss, down 36 pounds. And when you're seeing this, it'll actually be like a week or 2 later. So I'll be coming up with another weight loss update at the 8-week mark. Okay? So, all right, let's get started on the breakfast. All right, friends, I wanted to tell you guys, I am gonna get started on the countertops finally, sanding them. I'm gonna try whitewashing, and if I don't like it, I may go with a real dark wash. We're gonna see. But as you can see, there's some tape here. The caulking is actually non-existent, and it was leaking behind there. So it's time to get this project done, because all this caulking needs to be scraped off and new put in anyway. So best time to do the countertops too. All right, let's get our bacon chopped up. And I'm using some thick cut bacon. It said like 4 pieces, but I'm thinking I'm gonna make a bunch of these and I can just freeze them. So each recipe, it comes with a little recipe book, by the way. And each recipe has, calls for like 4 eggs, and it says it makes 8 to 10 bites. So we'll probably do like And that called for like 4 pieces of bacon, so that would be that much. So we'll do like 3 recipes worth. All right, let's cut our bacon into little chunks. Now, the recipe does not call for half and half, but I'm gonna add a little bit. And we're gonna do our bacon pretty small, like that size. That's quite a bit of bacon, but it's gonna shrink up, right? And like I said, we can freeze these, and my husband can take them in the morning for lunch. That's one good thing. For lunch. He can heat them up and have them for breakfast on the go. And I'm assuming he would have to eat at least 4 because they're tiny. Alright, let me wash my hands. And we'll get started with the batter. Just in case we will disinfect. I'm excited to use the little thing. Now today we're just going to make bacon and cheese ones. We decided to use some fresh grated Monterey Jack and then some cheddar. The cheddar's from the bag. So for this we're going to need the blender, or you could use a food processor. Let's bring you in closer. So some of the cheddar we are going to put in the blended stuff. So I'm thinking I do a double batch. That way we can just make a bunch of these little guys and freeze them. So we're going to use the store-bought eggs though for this because we need to use these up anyway. So we're going to start with 4 eggs. And we don't really save the shells of the store-bought eggs. We do save our chicken shells. Oh my god, I just dropped the whole thing in there. Wowzer, that's a thin shell. Now I've got eggs all over. Hopefully there's no shells in there. There's 3. Oh, so 4 would do 1 batch. I said we were going to do like 3 batches, so that would be 12 eggs. Is that 4? Yeah. So it only calls for 2 tablespoons of cottage cheese, so we're doubling it, so that would only be 4. We're just going to do 1/3 of a cup. I'm not following the directions exactly, friends. Okay. I'm going to add some salt and pepper. Sounds like the pepper needs to charge. Okay, and we're going to add some sharp cheddar. Then my husband's going to grate the Monterey Jack. So into this, we're only adding a little cheese, like that much. Like 2 pinches, friends. Okay, and then I'm going to add a little half and half to make it fluffy. Now, supposedly this would make 2 batches of 8 to 10. It doesn't seem like that much mixture, but maybe... I mean, they're tiny little cups, you guys. I may have even made the bacon too big. But who doesn't like a chewy bacon? I like the chewy bacon. My husband likes his, like, super hard and crispy. We will blend it up. Let's get that out of here. Now, let me move my phone out of here. It's charged now. We're going to need some space here. Let's see if I can get it in here without moving it. There we go. Well, you don't like that? What is that noise? She says, I don't know what the heck that is, but it's loud, Mom. And I'm not into it. Alright, how the heck? This thing loves to stick, I swear. There we are. Oh wow, it just looks like blended eggs, friends. I think even a little Parmesan would be good in here. Now it says to put the bacon in the bottom of them. See how little the little cups are? That's what I said, it would take like 4 for like 1 meal. Let's unplug this beast. And we're just waiting for this bacon to finish, which it's almost there. Now, I thought of making some with like bell pepper, onion. You could do the spinach and only egg whites if you do that. Move it back. I'm not going to plug it in yet because we don't want to turn it on. So I think you turn them to where the little handles are facing outward, like so. And then it says to put 1 little cup of water. So 1 of these full of water. Hope you guys can see. And then we'll spray them. They need to be sprayed. Well, I mean, they're silicone, so they may not stick, but let's just spray them anyways. A little olive oil, just to be sure. Alrighty. Let our bacon drain there. We're gonna put some cheese in the bottom. Okay, so we've got our little, it says only fill them 3/4 of the way because they're gonna puff up, obviously. So, the dogs heard the cheese bag. They want their cheese tax. We're gonna put a little bacon. Ooh, that is hot. Ooh, hot. Okay, they're so tiny. Ouch. It's very hot. I got. They are, but the ones at Starbucks are small too. I'm pretty sure they're about maybe a tiny bit bigger than this, but pretty much this size. We'll move our bacon around so you don't eat it all in one bite. Oh, there's gonna be enough bacon for about 1,000 of these.
Awesome.
Let's try to pour carefully.
Maybe we should use a ladle.
Okay, that one's already too full. It said only 3/4. So it barely takes any eggs, friends. Oh, those are probably too full. Alright, here goes, friends. Maybe I should spray the top of this because we know it's going to puff up and we don't want it to stick. There we go. Okay, so the little blue light's on. And let me move you guys closer here. Sorry. When the blue light turns off, that's when they're done, supposedly. Alright, friends. The blue light's still on. I have this little Pampered Chef. I think it's supposed to be like to help release your cakes, but I thought I would go around and they should release real easy. And it has this side, like, I think that's to test your cakes. I don't know, I've had the thing for years and never used it. But I think it'll work good to go along the edge, and they should plop right out. Oh boy, here we go. She went flying out the dog door. Seems like longer than 10 minutes. I'm scared to look, but I want to look. Oh, hot. Oh my gosh, they look cute. I think they're done. I'm gonna need a little hot pad. Well, it's still on. But friends, the light is on, but they look totally done. Look. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, look at them. Oh wow. Ooh. I think they're done, friends. So let's, I don't want to burn the tops. Oh yeah, they're gonna pop right out. Oh man. Don't they look cute? Look at them. They are totally done. I wonder if I just do that, if I could pull the whole thing out. Yeah, look at them. Oh, yummy. I'm just gonna go in like that and grab it. Don't fall off, don't fall off. Oh, how cute. Okay, so they didn't puff up too bad. That one's gonna fall apart. Okay, so maybe they could go a tiny bit longer. But the ones from Starbucks, honestly, friends, I'm gonna put that one there, are not, they're real soft. Okay, let's do a little more spray just in case. Tiny bit. Okay. Let's put some Monterey Jack in the bottom this time. Oh my goodness. We're gonna make about 1,000. I'm glad I only doubled the batch because it barely takes any eggs, friends. That's the only thing, is it does take some time, but you know, in between other stuff, I could be doing it, so it's fine. I'll do like 3 little bacons in each one, 3 or 4. Maybe 4. Oh, I can't wait to try it. I'm a lefty, friends, so sorry that I'm blocking the camera. Okay, I'm gonna do less this time. Not much less. You barely pour it, I tell you. It seemed to be perfect though. Alright, a little cheddar. Some sharp cheddar for that yummy sharp flavor. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, here goes. Close her down. Push it back. Look, it kind of flattens out. They don't stay puffy, look. Let's give it a try. Pretty good. It tastes like a little tiny omelet, really. It's not like the Starbucks ones. Obviously, they have their recipe perfected. Wow. You want it? Tiffy wants some. That's pretty good, friends. Pretty good. So that's how they look on the bottom and the top. Yummy. They're a little bit oily, but so are the Starbucks ones. Honestly, friends, that is really good. I could totally eat, like, so sorry, friends. They're crazy. The little Yorkie, she's a wild one. Anyways, not bad. I'm gonna give my husband one to try. Let's see how he likes it. Why are you putting it in the microwave?
It doesn't get hot enough.
Okay.
It's delicious.
It's good, huh? Now
You put
imagine
anything
it
you want inside of them.
with like the Gruyere cheese. Like for you could put mushroom,
So
bell pepper, spinach. We need to get some Gruyere cheese.
These are great. I could eat these every day.
Like 4 probably would take to fill you up, or maybe more.
Probably 4, because I have my first break 2.5 hours or so after work, after starting work.
All right, so he likes them, friends.
They're real good.
Awesome. They're cute little things. I'm going to continue making them, but I will be back with another video because I'm going to do some meal prep for my husband. Let me put it back on him. And we walked away. We watched the lunch meat video. And let's just say, friends, we're not buying lunch meat anymore. After watching that, we're like, no. So, We got to find new things for him to take to lunch. He is a mail carrier, so his lunch is on the go and it needs to be cold, but fairly low carb. He doesn't have to do super low carb because he doesn't really need to lose weight. He's super active, like walks a lot. So, but anyways, we're gonna do some meal prep for his lunch. So I'll have some videos for lunch meal preps if that interests you. Cold lunch on the go that is healthy and low carb. All right, friends, you saw the little egg bites, and there they are. Let me turn this one over. Oh, look how cute they are. Little tiny egg bites and the little Dash egg bite maker. So far this thing's really cute. And also, you know, you can use the bigger cup for the breakfast sandwich. All right, thanks for watching, friends. Bye.